Live. Yes, it looks like it does work. Welcome Perry viewers, welcome replay viewers, welcome to the scope. And I'm just checking if everything does work, because it should work actually. They say we got a visual. There is a stream coming up. Good morning scope. Yes, and I think I can use the periscope here. Hey, I see the commands. You're one of the first to join. Write a command and say hi. Of course, that is me. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm driving here in Holland, and it's pretty beautiful weather, I would say. I mean, no clouds. It's not that cold actually. I would say about 5 degrees Celsius, 5 or 6, but there is sun, and the sun will make you feel better. Mike, if you are watching this one on the replay, I got a solution for all the troubles that that I encountered. You need to just have a Wi-Fi box, and then everything works out of the box. It's wonderful now. So I'm on my way to more the riverside. We'll drive around a little bit over there, and then I will go to the market. And please let me know if you can hear me. I mean, there must be the connection. So then I will drive to the market, and after the market, depends on the situation. Maybe I will drive towards the east part of the German or to the Germany-based riverside. I guess a lot of people are still sleeping. It's Saturday morning, and I also like to sleep, but I really like to be out there in the Saturday or Sunday morning. Still quiet. Hey, welcome. Thank you so much for the super hearts and retweeting, rebroadcasting, resharing. And we are one of the most dangerous square here in the Netherlands. Some people call it the kamikaze square. Like there are no rules, but actually there are rules, but just a lot of people don't know those rules. So it's already the last weekend of March. Yesterday I made a mistake. I thought it was already April, but of course it was March. And it's time for the Brexit deal or no deal, or whatever deal. And I had a chat yesterday with one of our suppliers of some chemicals, and we already know them for some time. And in beginning of March I said, hey, a beautiful tree by the way, magnolia. I said I want to place an order before like within this week, but you need to deliver it before the end of this month, because otherwise we might have the Brexit, and then sending out chemicals might be annoying and difficult and just causes delays. And then he said, oh, no problem, it's we just have a look, and then basically nothing happened. And still up to date we haven't received the materials. So, but Monday we have news. But then I said yes, but that will be after the Brexit maybe, yeah? So it will be too late. Hey JL, welcome. Please let me know if you can hear me. Nobody commented, so probably it's on mute. So I'm just talking to nobody. And this is the way we can also use in Japan. We can just attach the GoPro to the front screen and start the stream. But of course we can also walk around, and we have 3, 4, 5 phones. I forgot how many people will join the... I think 5, huh? Yeah, I think that's the maximum load. I think John Ho was taking care of renting the car. I forgot to add Travel Japan here because it's not a commercial for, or the shout out to the April tour, but we can already start adding it. I haven't had any breakfast, so what I really like on Saturday, maybe you guys know, is just to have the breakfast with fresh fish. Well, not really extremely fresh, but I mean the herring. A lot of people don't like it, especially don't want to eat it for breakfast. They prefer to have some cereals, or they want to have some bread, which is also okay. But I love to eat the fresh herring, especially in the early morning. Your taste buds have not been sensed a lot, so they're very sensitive. So that means that in the early morning, usually your sensitivity and your taste is much better than in the late afternoon or evening. So I like this bridge. I think they finished this about 5 years ago. I was doing a scope I think 2 or 3 times around this area with the drone. And when I will be back home, I will also will charge my drone, because if the weather will be like this, I definitely want to do a drone scope as well. Clear. I mean, visibility is good. And there we have another motor driver. Usually you will greet each other. Part of the motorbike family. Hey JL, welcome back. Would somebody be so kind to tell me if the video and audio quality is okay, because I can't check it at the moment, and I'm worried that the GoPro connection with the sound system is not working properly. Maybe you already said it, but because I'm driving I couldn't see it. Yes, I see you. I see you. I saw Scope from JL and Swiss Mike yesterday, and also you had a beautiful weather in Switzerland. So they estimate today it will be like 17-18 degrees Celsius. Just waiting a little bit too long. I just was waiting for the wrong traffic light. Maybe you didn't see it. Ah, sorry, couldn't see that command. I thought about driving today or tomorrow to another city with a beautiful view. I think about which one to do, and depending on the traffic. Yeah, la 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 la. I like this church here on the left hand side. I think it's a little bit old one, but I like it's the style. 1886, so not that old. Oh, great to hear that the quality is great. Thank you. So now we're crossing the bridge that crosses the river. We're just connected to the Rhine. We're just actually going to Germany and then Switzerland. So that's our connection with Switzerland. But through the Germany part, we say they will put a lot of junk in the river. Lebanon. So they're now upgrading this bridge or maintaining. I forgot. Probably both. And I like this view. That, I mean, the Romans did a good job. They know this area was easy to capture, because maybe it's difficult to see, but there you have like a small, like a hill, which is also over there from the long time ago. The glaciers used to be there, bringing all kinds of stones and rocks and sand. And there used to be like a big castle which has been destroyed, and unfortunately the city center doesn't look so beautiful anymore. But this is still there. It's called the Belvedere. It's like a restaurant right now with a beautiful view. And we're now driving here towards the city center. Yeah, I remember you have a meetup with Mike later. So now we go to the right here, and then it's time for the fish. Gonna catch some fish. think a lot of people might think it's just crazy to wake up, drive the motor, and also here there's also the Roman, basically the city wall. There we go. Where's the fish market? I'm afraid they might not be. Oh, let's have a look if they already have some fish. Let's park. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Odal. Hebben jullie al haringjes?
Ja.
Top. Goedemorgen.
Iemand even deze manier helpen? Goedemorgen, dat helpt, hè?
Ja, denk ik. Ik wil graag 3 haringjes in stukjes gesneden. In 1 bakje, zonder uitjes, om hier op te eten. Heel dank u.
6 euro.
Dat alsjeblieft. Gelukt, hè? Hoe laat gaan jullie eigenlijk open? Hoe laat gaan jullie eigenlijk open?
Wel het hier op eten.
Ja, of eigenlijk daar.
Nou, dat is belangrijk.
Zonder uitjes.
Zonder uitjes. Geweldig. Ja, dankjewel. That's the bike. It should be. To remove the microphone 1 moment. Oh, it's a little bit locked like this. Sorry for the noise. Oh, where's my... Here, there we are. Sorry. Just make a mess now. Because of the delay, I can't see what you are saying. Hey Coco, welcome. I'm eating here some herring. Maybe it's difficult to see here. My breakfast. Good quality. Blue sky, good fish. It's still quiet on the street. I like it. So to give you an idea, one fish is about €2, so 3 for €6. It's not like very cheap, but I like it. Most people just want to eat one, but I just see it as a full hardcore breakfast. I think we can also share broadcast details. I see sometimes some scopes, they have 3.5 to 5K viewers. And if you watch it, almost no comments. It looks like more and more bots are in those scopes. So Coco, I'm just calculating. For you, it's like 1 a.m. or something, or 2? That's lovely. This is the motorcycle. Basically, it was donated for the Verge, the cryptocurrency. Hey, Chaos. I see that the restream function is not really working properly. The only thing that I don't like about the fish is after eating fish like sushi or sashimi, after about 15 to 20 minutes, you can feel that some fish flavor is still in your mouth, and that will change a little bit during the time, and then it will get more fishy flavor in a bad sense, and then I prefer to drink some juice or some tea or coffee. Yeah, for me it's difficult to understand if fish is really healthy, yes or no, because no matter what you eat, people will complain. You should not eat meat when it's red because of cancer this. You should not eat because of the heavy metals in the fish, which can cause all kinds of defects. You should not eat just vegetables, and everybody, and not everybody, but there's always some organization that doesn't want you to eat a specific thing. So after the fish, I still have 3 pieces left. But this is basically raw fish. It has been, I mean, the guts have been, like the intestine, what's called the inner organs have been removed, and then we'll just wait. I think about 2-3 days, and then will be frozen, and then you can eat it. It's like the Dutch sashimi. but not fried. My feeling is try to eat as much of the things that you know what you're eating. Couple 2-3 weeks ago, I had a product that was brought to me in the box, and it was a replacement of meat, which I think the idea is okay, that eating less meat might be good, but this was like a replacement meat product. And at the back side we have those chemicals you can put in the European Union. We have they called like E numbers, and every E number corresponds to a certain chemical, and there were about, if I forgot, like 15 of those numbers. It doesn't, the E numbers are safe, but I think it's a little bit, I would just say interesting that you need to put 15 of those chemicals to make the formulation in order to have it okay for people to eat. I just prefer just to eat apple or a pear or banana. Wow. Yes, they are very important for it. I'm going to throw away the garbage and stepping back on the motor. Hang on. Let me see if I can mount it back. Oh, that works. Beautiful. E Casper. Yes, I just so many of those E numbers. And as a chemist, I understand that as a chemist, those E numbers are just chemicals that have been tested on animals and on people. They are safe. But I prefer, if I have something to eat or a dinner, I prefer to have ingredients that I know more fresh. So this motorbike, it's like really manual setup. So you need to manually start it. And usually it starts one time. Let's have a look. Great. Let's move. Actually, you're not allowed to be here with a car. The people don't care. Because it's in the early morning, nobody is controlling. I like this route here to go to the right. And then we drive here, and then we can see the river again. You need to make up your mind. Do you want to go left or right? Otherwise you'll end up in the river. Oh, there you can see the maintenance here, the river. And I've seen a couple of the sunrises here, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I thought about it this morning, but I can't be bothered. I couldn't be bothered yesterday or today. But we have the daylight saving getting kicked in on Monday. Sorry, on this evening. So probably on Monday we have more
traffic problems areas, because people need to wake up 1 hour earlier, and for me it's still so strange that it's still not synchronized with many other countries like the US. So if you have a meeting in the US, always in these weeks, you need to be very careful planning. So this is basically what we call the Uiterwaarde. I forgot the English name. Is the place in which if the river is more flooding, basically it can take over part of the land here. It's a beautiful drive. I'm just afraid that for you guys the sun might be a little bit annoying. Here you can see usually there is like a lake. Now it's a little bit bigger lake because of the river. The water level is getting usually 1 or 2 times a year, gets pretty high. So usually you can walk around here, but right now there's water everywhere. And this is the road that will go basically parallel to the river over there. It's just a gorgeous morning. As you can see, it's very green. I mean, in the city we have some parks that had some problems with because of the very dry summer, dry and hot. They have not been completely recovered. Yeah, usually you can go over there, can go through the through those woods. You can walk, but right now it's water everywhere. And then we should go somewhere. I think it's over here. I forgot. I think it's here to the right. And there's a very nice coffee place around this area, but probably they will open, I forgot, like 10, 11, not like at 8 o'clock. Oh, I see a bunny. You can see it, maybe. Rabbit. It's hidden now because maybe he or she thinks we're gonna eat it. Maybe it's difficult to see, but this is very flat, and then at the far right we have like a small hill, and that is basically the hill that separates the flat land from the other part. Like I forgot how many thousand years ago the ice with the sand came from the north. And basically they just stopped. That's the reason why we have that kind of cliff. And a little bit further to the east, it's all beautiful magnolia. Wow, it's amazing, this one. Oh my god. I have the feeling, but maybe it's just a feeling, that because of the climate change, so to say, because of the climate change, trees have much more. Also here the horses just oh, here as well, a lot of water. So because of the water of the river, the water level will rise. I mean, the water should go somewhere and preferably not into the houses of the people. So these have those lands, those wetlands, make more room. Yes, and so this is about 5 or 10 minutes after the fish, and now I feel like, oh, I want to have something to drink. And I forgot, usually I have a bottle of water with me. And also in our country is a lot of churches, a lot of churches. Nowadays we also have other religions. Not so many buildings from other religions in this this part of our country. Thank you so much for letting me know. Yes, I really appreciate it. And actually I was just testing if the GoPro works with the Wi-Fi box, because I had so much issues. Oh, here also sheep. Oh, with the young ones. Let's have a look if we can see them. Oh yes, that also is like the sign for me for a new year. The sheep eating the grass, and small lambs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like lambs. Not only lamb chops, but also I just think they look really cute. Oh, thank you. Where are you from? Yes, our country, but for me this country feels more like a flat pancake or pizza flat theme park, and I think that is what I feel, and I discussed this with Mike, Swiss Mike as well, that when you're like in a country whether it's Chile or Peru or Asia, it's more of a chaos, and I like I like being in that chaos. I like that certain vibrant atmosphere where people are driving and shouting and really feel like living. Here I feel it's like a theme park, and everyone is retired, and nobody is doing something. I mean, exaggerating of course, but it's just much more silent. Of course it's much more developed in a certain way, but a lot of other parts are just gone. And of course there are not so many people living per square kilometer or per square mile. And a lot of people say, oh, we should not have more people in our country, in the Netherlands here, because it's completely crowded. Yes, maybe it's crowded where you live, but check out other countries, then you can see how crowded it can be. I mean, check out here, it's just empty. Yes. Yeah, so I think in general it's so subjective what you think is crowded, huh? Oh, I made a mistake. This is quite a like old design motorbike, so you need to have a, there's not like a digital system to see, hey, in which gear you are. You just need to feel it. And there again, the Magnolia. And maybe I need to add scene about 30 years ago, where there are also so many trees with so many flowers. I'm not sure. I just have the feeling, as I told you, maybe because of the climate change, or maybe because I've been traveling a lot more around the world, so I have shaped forests. I think this is so beautiful here. It is I'm not sure what the name is, like a water mill or something. And it's like from the small hill over there, the water will go down and then will end up in the river. Or breaking up. Oh my god. Yes, I think the connection might be not so good here. Huh? I tried to with you. I'm using the Streamlabs system, and usually if you keep on pushing data, it should stay live on this. Oh yeah. And I'm now driving to a UNESCO part, UNESCO heritage part, and that has been added a couple of years ago, because about 2,000 years ago, a little bit more, the Romans were here, or arrived here, and they had a settlement, and that means that the people who will live over there can say, at my backyard or garden, there were already living 2,000 years ago just people, Romans, with civilized Romans. Oh yes, I also like this small church. Oh, look at it here. Isn't that beautiful? I can imagine if you're up there, near the roof, you have a beautiful view over the landscape, but unfortunately we can't do that now. Reminds me of the garden of my grandma. She also had a house and a private wood. Yeah, I'm sorry for the 4G network to break up. I think we need 5G, and in our country we have discussions now that, and I think also in Germany I heard that if the 5G network will be rolled out by Huawei, the Chinese Huawei, that some people don't trust them, that because it's a Chinese company. I mean, how can we trust that no data will be transferred to them? Maybe it's just a stupid thought of me, but if you ask Huawei, hey, how do you make it, and please understand, let us understand the source code, and just monitor every single bit or byte that comes from that system. Of course, it's a lot of work, but I can imagine that you can also. This is a gorgeous house, huh? Oh, absolutely beautiful. I wouldn't mind to live there in the weekend. Not every weekend, because I enjoy the city center. But I'm happy that I could to this area. This also looks a little bit like Sakura. I heard in Kyoto this weekend or the weekend after this weekend is the the Cherry Blossom Festival. And she'd go left somewhere, I forgot where. Oh, there we go. Now we go a little bit steep to the left here. Maybe you can't see it, but this is very steep for Dutch roads, because as I already told you, usually our country, and most of the part is as flat as a pancake. Here we should be careful. This is more like a bigger road. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Let's have a look. What's this? What kind of tree is this? If this must be the cherry blossom, huh? I need to have like a quick course or just check Wikipedia. What's the difference between cherry blossom and other kinds of tree? But this is really, really gorgeous. And I remember in Kyoto, in Japan, they have those festivals with, I forgot, was listening to a podcast of one of my favorite podcasts of from John Saboe, S-A-B-O-E, John Saboe from Far East Adventure Travel, and he talks about the or he has an interview with I think it's Cole who wrote The Lonely Planet over there, and I forgot how many millions of people will go every year to that those festivals, and most of them are Japanese people. So they really love to go there, make pictures. But a long time ago, when we didn't have a camera, I mean, what were they then doing? Maybe just walking around and just enjoying. But of course, long time ago they didn't have the high-speed system. One of the fastest high-speed systems in the world. I'm just so ashamed to say that in the Netherlands we don't have any train that can go a little bit. I think the maximum speed is 140 or something, and then I think that's the maximum, and they go about 300 kilometers an hour. And the other system, we have the TGV in Paris or in France, and then we have the ICE from Siemens in Germany. But I think the German one doesn't go that fast. Now we drive to another, which I think is a beautiful building. It's inspired by the Amsterdam station, Central Station, train station. It's here on the right hand side. Let me have a look if I can just pull over. And as you can see, and maybe you have never seen that, but here you can see this is the same red brick, the same way, structure, architecture as I would say it's like the same. It's inspired by that Kuipers, who was the architect of the Amsterdam Central train station. And if you look to Tokyo, the Tokyo train station is also inspired by the same way of building, and the Dutch people had some influence in the Japanese culture, because they had an exclusive deal for trading. I forgot how long. So basically the Dutch were taking care of that and introducing some knowledge and technology like chemistry. Oh, thank you for making pictures and sharing, and also these buildings, not this one, but this one is around the 1900s. I also showed it in the scope from yesterday. I think it's really beautiful, and I'm usually not a proud person for our country, not like a nationalist, but I think this is what I think is more like, it reminds me of more London style. London, United Kingdom, part of the European Union still this week. And here another church. And now I feel it's time to have the coffee. Laura, thank you for posting them. So also the Tesla is a quite popular car in our country because as I already told you, it's as flat as a pancake and it's very small, so it's relatively easy to have the infrastructure for having all the electrical connections. For example, like here you can just charge your car. I forgot I was going to which direction. Yes, I remember. Getting the coffee. It's time for the coffee. No, there's nothing wrong. I agree, but I feel like, are they already open? Hopefully they are. Yes, they are. This is really my favorite bakery because of two reasons. One, they have great products. Two, they have products from Germany, which has a different flavor than the ones in our country. Shall we get in? Should I continue streaming or should we just stop? No, I think it's good. Let's remove my helmet. Coffee time.
Ja, wel zo. Hallo, mag ik een cappuccino en een vruchtensnieten? Om hier te net, alsjeblieft. En
achter de rechte gastgeleerd.
En doe er maar nog 2 puddingstreusel bij.
Anders nog iets.
Nou,
12 30 alsjeblieft.
ja, alsjeblieft. Zijn bepaalde producten deze week in prijs verhoogd? Of is dat, zijn er bepaalde producten in prijs verhoogd?
Ja, alles.
Ah ja. Volgens mij was deze vorige week 1,65. Nee?
Nee,
Ja.
vanaf 1 januari is dat 17,5. Maar die heeft een hele fijne weekend.
Ja, dat weet ik.
Hey, Vic. This is really German style bakery. So that usually the pastries are not as sweet as you have in France or in Germany, or sorry, France or Belgium or the Netherlands. Really delicious. You can have one. Yes, and this is like what I like about Saturday morning. Wake up early, drive around, enjoy, or watching the sunrise. No, this is not cheesecake. It's with fruits and have different layers. It's very mild, very light. Yeah. Because it's so light, it's really almost like refreshing. Yeah, strawberries, raspberries, no blueberries actually. No, raspberries and we've got raspberries and what's the other one? The dark version of the raspberry, and then we have them. These two there. So not like a blueberry, but similar. A little bit sour, but that makes the whole product is really good. I think it would be lovely, it would be really wonderful to have a drive in Japan. The BlackBerry. Of course, the BlackBerry, the phone. give you an idea, toot. This cake is about €2, which is about $2.50 or something US dollars. My Lebanese is not so good. I've never have been to Lebanon or the countries around Lebanon. Now we need to finish the cappuccino. Blackberry, yeah. Unfortunately, this cappuccino is just from a machine that just makes push the button. I prefer to have the one with a additional shot of espresso. This one's a little bit too light for me, or too much milk. Just depends how I look to it. Yeah, $2. So that's it. I've been to the States, yeah, many times. Actually, my sister still lives there. She lives in California, southern California. Yes, and yeah, I plan also to go to hey Sam, welcome. I plan to go back to her maybe this year. So that's it. You can see. I'm doing very well, Sam. What about you? I just had a delicious coffee. I had a delicious, what's it called? A strawberry, blackberry pastry kind of thing. And now I'm ready for the next step. Is to drive my motor. Doesn't work, sorry. Hey Belgium, welcome. Just finishing here packing. I just see I need some juice for my GoPro. Let's put some juice. Oh, I need to have the right one. I need to put the microphone back. The helmet. 1 moment, please. Bear with me. Oh wait. This cable should be in here. Hey, sorry guys, I didn't see, ladies and gentlemen, I would say, I didn't see the commands because I was taking care of the battery, the juice. So now I need to put the key inside the motorcycle. And then it's on. I need to find the metal here. There is like a black or silver colored part. It will help you to kickstart the motor in one time.
No, this is not Amsterdam. This is the oldest city of the Netherlands, and I live around here, and for me it's easy to scope from this area, but not necessarily the best place for scoping, but it's convenient for me, bloom bloom bloom, to do some test scopes. Oh, I also want to show you one building which I think is really cool. Here, go to the right. I can show you. One moment.